A sign reads, seeking new polycule member. We recently had a defector in our polycule and are seeking a new member. Can you imagine if during the Cold War, like the CIA or KGB, like found out they had a double agent among their midst, or one of their informants was bad, and so they just started putting up signs in urban population centers just asking if anybody of like the other country's citizenry wanted to just jump in and fill in the place. Visit places around the world, infiltrating governments and across the Iron Curtain. Hey fellas, Onish here, and welcome back to With a Y, and this tweet came across my timeline like a week ago, and it's just been kind of on the back burner, trying to do a get the word out campaign on adding a new individual to an existing polycule, and they have an incredible list of requirements that I just wanted to read through with y'all. A bit about us. Fun, loving, diverse, ragtag bunch of lover people. Isn't that like just the baseline requirement for having a successful polycule at all? Listen, I got nothing against poly people. I have friends I know who are like in happy poly relationships, but it's not gonna be for everybody and is like outside of the norm for how most people conceive of like relationships, which leads to their own stereotypes about how these things tend to function together. We love long walks on the beach, in a line or 3x4 formation. That sounds like you have like a veritable fucking group home of a polycule in your hands, man. Like you got the same amount of people that a multi-generation household does, living within the same walls. We like trying new restaurants, we share dishes family style, of course, and watching romantic comedies, chosen by majority vote. The polycule being run like it's a worker co-op, man. We do all this while cuddled up on our XL couch. Here are the needs you need to meet in order to be considered for the polycule. You must live on site. No like traveling to like go to your apartment to get in with us. Rent is $1,570 a month, including utilities in San Francisco? That's pretty good, man. You must commit exclusively to our polycule. Absolutely no sneaky links. I feel like if you're like in a polycule, wouldn't you have like just more going on in between y'all? So like there would be less need to look outside of your current relationship arrangement? I don't know, man. Any gender is welcome. Must be sexually open to all our members. I mean, for any type of relationship, you would think that this would be pretty standard. You have to be sexually open and interested in the person or people you're getting into a sexual relationship with. 5'5" to 5'10" is preferred for practical positioning reasons. You need like someone in the median. No like 6-foot freaks, but also no shorties. We already have those niches filled on our team. Now this goes to a link. Apply here, tinyurl.com/joinpolycule, and they have a longer list of requirements for this position than like what we're seeing on the shit that got posted to Twitter. And you'll also realize as we get deeper in that this whole thing is just one very, very long worded bit. You can't click on this link because this is printed paper. You will need to type it into your browser. Like not even a QR code, man. Like how serious are we about this? And I believe you can actually apply through this link. I'm not kidding. Join our polycule. Welcome. Thank you for your interest in joining the polycule. We're very open here and wanted to share a bit about ourselves. Before we learn a bit about you, for the first time in 3 years, a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, we are opening our polycule to a new member. We recently went through a breakup with an ex-member, and after taking some time to heal, we are ready to find his replacement. We wish him the best and remain on cordial terms. So they do a repeat of like their character profile that they had on the paper, but there's like a few more details they give us. We call ourselves the Norman polycule, named after our leader, Norman. The president position is rotated every 6 to 7 years. So if you're not happy with the current name of the polycule or the current way things are being run, the poly equivalent to having a leader of the friend group, you yourself can run in a competing election campaign that in no way will damage your relationship with the person you run up against. There's 6 of us, but we believe 7 is the lucky number. Prior polycule experience is not required, but some experience handling multiple lovers is preferred. Like simultaneous long-term partners, 10 plus threesomes, or 5 plus orgies, etc., man. The things they're saying you need for this job are like more plainly put out than like most job applications are these days. And now we need to meet the characters, dude. Our members, in no hierarchical order, though we do know who is on top. Norman over here. Melissa, 24, artist and lover, the spiritual leader of the group, runs tantric meditation sites for us. I gotta look up what that fucking word means. An esoteric yoga tradition that developed in the Indian subcontinent beginning in the middle of the first millennium common era. So like spirituality stuff, got it. Douglas, 25, ex-Morgan Stanley, who did some inner healing, now a consultant. They just felt the need that they had to say that at the beginning because they didn't want anybody who's jumping in to get blindsided when they eventually find out. It's like, listen, if you got some moral qualms with that being in somebody's past, then we're gonna say it up front. Norman, 31, is the current president, the strong but silent type. 9 fingers. I have a question. Are we counting thumbs as fingers in this equation? So like he has a an extra one, or like did he lose one in an accident? I'm gonna need some clarification on that one particular point. Deborah, 65? Jesus Christ, man. The age ranges here are insane. She helps us mature and we keep her young. The mom of the polycule. Mackenzie, 25, spunky blonde software engineer, works at Palantir. I added the works at Palantir because I thought it would be funny considering the context. Bring her to the beach and see what happens. I'm sorry, man. Maybe I'm too autistic for this. I'm just not understanding the implication. I struggle to read one person's face at a time, dude. Robot software and all that shit. Doing it like with the group at all times of the day, that's gonna be a huge commitment for me. I'm gonna have to really think on that. Zaid, 22, is the baby of the polycule and the quote-unquote least favorite. Haha, just kidding. That's one of our inside jokes, which you'll get to know if you end up joining our polycule smile. Saying emoticons out loud is a problem for me because I have like a very specific way I read them in my head, and then trying to translate them into voice just becomes a problem. Our home, the top floor of a beautiful Victorian house in Noe Valley. It's rent controlled, so that's probably good for those staying there. Is Noe Valley like a good place to live in San Fran? The median sale price for homes in Noe Valley as of January 2026 was over 1.94 million. It probably doesn't say much about like the people who are paying rent there, so I'm not really gleaning much from the wiki article. Parking, we share one car, a comfortable 7-seater. We love going on road trips. Listen, man, I don't know if I have the stomach for that, like depending on how often we're going. Like that is a long time away from work. 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath. You will share a bed with one of our lovely members. As the newest member, you can select which member to share with first. We rotate on a monthly basis to avoid any jealousy or playing favorites. Man, they've really put more thought into this than I think I would be capable of. I barely manage my own life, man. Fuck like trying to figure out how to make this 7-person arrangement work. Our rules. No playing favorites. Each member must spend, to the best of one's ability and knowledge, equal time with each other member. Did you have to do what the sidemen do and like itemize whose turn it is to like think of an idea of something for everybody to do together? Like what's the president doing if not logging hours and having them clock into their shift they have to spend with like the person they didn't in a while? No dating outside the polycule. Sans for this period of dating. Lucky you, we operate as a closed polycule and commitment and faithfulness are very important to us. Dude, they're just trying to find their 7th. It's the same as like trying to get a trio to get on Apex. Like to make some shit like this work, it feels like you just have to build genuine systems around the whole thing. The only exception is when on holiday at Burning Man, but at least 3 members must be present when engaging with another individual or polycule. I mean, at that point, it's mostly like you're just bringing in a guest star for this episode and before you go back to your regularly scheduled programming. The excuse, it was Burning Man, what happens there doesn't count. Playtime is Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Other special events will be posted on the community board with at least 3 weeks notice. Now it's starting to sound like an HOA, man, just for more frequent events for people who live in a given area. This means dinner at 6 p.m. and cleanup at 6:45 p.m. and 9:15 p.m. Do you think they stick to the schedule like pretty rigidly? As people grow and change over the years, we acknowledge our boundaries may as well. We may assess and revise our constitution on a bi-yearly basis. Dude, they have a goddamn charter. They're basically an incorporated fucking city, bro. Is this legally binding? Drugs must be shared. I mean, yeah, you'd think so. Among a group like this. Multiple infractions of rules may result in reasonable corporal discipline voted on and forewarned 3 to 4 days in advance of punishment. Corporal means like physical, don't it? Like that's what they were calling it when they were hitting kids in schools. Yep, physical punishment intended to cause physical pain to a person, and then you give them 3 to 4 days warning so they could just stew in anxiety over reliving their childhood trauma. We have a family planning section here, and this is where it just gets fucking diabolical. Again, I should stress that like I'm almost certain that this entire thing is a bit. We would like to have 3 to 4 kids. We are considering having Melissa breed with Norman or Zaid and or Mackenzie with Douglas, as we believe these would be the genetically optimal combinations. This would likely take place in the next 1 to 2 years. It seems like these guys have had like years of experience like with adding new people and whatnot, and you're just joining in at like the 11th hour just to like be told, yeah, we're also going to be raising children soon. Like just very casual, like selective breeding fucking between who they think in their polycule should be the offspring bearer. Like, goddamn. As you would be a newer addition to the polycule, we would need to get to know you for 2 to 4 years, depending on good behavior, before considering adding you to the gene pool. Like, these guys are literally recreating what some of the founding fathers did. I'm willing to bet even some of the sex stuff. Like, just taking ideas from Enlightenment thinkers and trying to make like a new system of government. They have like a charter, like a president, a judge, justice system where you can get out early on good behavior, or I guess get out of the polycule early altogether with bad behavior. And finally, we get to the requirements for the application. First, there will be a written section linked at the end. After initial screening, we will invite some of you to advance to a trial by jury. What was I saying? What was I saying, dude? They have a whole fucking penal code. The last step is a 2-week live-in trial period where we will test if it's a good fit. Please note there will be a physical compatibility test at this stage unless you have religious or moral exemptions, dude. Oh my fucking god. Like, you don't technically have to stand for the pledge, even if you're encouraged to at a very young age in America. This is where you'll get to know each member's special move. Like, is this 2 weeks of free rent that I could do? Because I might try and, like, apply and just do, like, the best resume I've ever written so I could get, like, 2 weeks of a free place to sleep. Final decisions will be made and shared within 3 to 4 weeks of your live-in trial period. Applications are accepted on a rolling basis. Do you think, like, this is just a process that's gonna take a very long time because they get, like, a bunch of quality candidates and they, like, test them one by one for 2 weeks each? Like, this could take years. You're gonna have to set those family plans back by at least a few years. Please do not think of this as an application. We prefer to think of it more like the X Factor, but finding another soulmate. And please do not be offended if you are not selected to move forward at this time. Who knows, maybe another opening will pop up. It's challenging to find a good fit for 6 people. And remember what I was saying, like the age ranges are all over the place? Like fucking Zaid is 22 and then the oldest is 65. Hi all, adding a little addendum based on some of the concerns we're seeing on Twitter about Zaid's place in our polycule. Oh wait, no, I guess it wasn't about the age. But he's getting called like the least favorite. Let's see what this fella has to say.
Hi guys, this is Zaid. I just want to make this quick video to say
what are they doing with the hand puppets, dude?
That I'm okay and I really love my polycule, and thank you guys for the concern, but I really like my polycule. So yeah, bye.
That looks like an incredibly comfortable individual. He looks really happy and like he really wanted to tell us in his own words. Truly nothing is going on behind the camera in this instant. Oh my god. Apply below. You may listen to calming rain noise as you fill out your application. Alright, let's get in the spirit of this. Please don't let this be one of the ones with a random jump scare in the middle of it. What is your name? Onus. What is your email address? I don't have one, it just beamed straight to my brain. How old are you? Timeless. Waist inches? 3. LinkedIn. Unemployed. What is your special move? If you are under 25 and haven't figured it out yet, you may skip this question. Gun built into my arm. What talent/skills would you bring to the polycule? Unparalleled processing power. Do you think being a robot would, like, give me, like, anything, like, of a leg up on here? What are your hobbies? AI. That's the entire construction of my existence on this earth. Video games, and I guess, like, painting in the abstract. I like looking at them. More so than I can say any of the other ones apply to me. Does male pattern baldness run in your family? If so, what is the expected age onset? No. Please select a time. Like to meet up for trial periods or like when I go to bed? Let's say 5 a.m. for going to bed. What about our polycule most excites you? Entropy. Let's say you're in a conga line. What number would you choose to be in order with 1 as the front and 7 as the back? I could do like a comfortable 3 or 4. I don't want to be like the dead center though. You know what? I'm gonna say like a 6. Out of the very back, but you know. Are you interested in entering the breeding pool after the aforementioned trust period? If so, please provide a brief family medical overview. Not applicable. Anything else you would like to share with us? I am a big robot. And yeah, I think that's gonna be my submission for this polycule. I'm really excited to see where this goes. Fellas, be sure to follow me on Twitter at @withAY. That email's in the description if you guys want to send me any video topics. Anyways, piss off.